The invoice proposed by Rishi Sunak, whom he hopes to fulfill the promise of stopping boats, is part of an important gambling aiming to have an unexpected Conservative win in the next general elections. The Prime Minister claims that human smugglers can break the business model by sending asylum seekers to Central Africa. If all pieces sit in place, if their supporters admit that there are many parts, bill passed through Parliament, legal challenges against plan to send asylum seekers to Rwanda be rejected by British Strasbourg courts, Rwanda fly them for thousands of asylum seekers airlines that build houses. His team, just before Christmas, after deportation agreement with the government in Tirana, small boat travelling to England with small boat received little hope for the number of Albanian people.evidence. Even if plan fails, Alta will remember that in important red wall seats and voters beyond are willing to take a difficult line in face of Labour opposition. However, they believe that Alta can harm Tories if it does not happen in long run. Tory said that former ministers of the Alta were condemned to fail, and ultimately a cynical ploy to create light blue water between Conservative Party and Labour. There is no evidence that the Rwanda plan will be successful unless tens of thousands of asylum seekers are sent. Since numbers passing channel on small boats has risen, Worker plans to fight Conservative position by pulling fact that there are repeated promises to prevent migration since 2010. The Conservatives led by Boris Johnson enacted a law that would stop the boats 9 months ago, end the hotel use and punish people for trying to refuge. Instead, 3 years ago, compared with only a few hundred people, boat transitions rose to 45,000, the numbers held in hotels increased, the asylum delays increased and only 1% of last year's cases were decided. Yettete Cooper, the Shadow House Secretary, plans to claim that the bill is a human trafficking charter, because it prevents women from accessing support. He will also blame people from Afghanistan working with the British Army, which does not have an alternative way to the UK. The bill is expected to encounter more harsh tests in the Commons before moving to the Lords and Laws. In hours before discussing on Saturday, Alta faced criticism from both wings from his own party, and deputies were receiving guarantees that European courts could not intervene in Rwanda to stop flights to Rwanda in future. Meanwhile, former Conservative Minister Tim Loughton told Commons that he would push his plans to vote for the necessary safe and legal ways, unless there are important guarantees from the government. I will be ready to vote long as I cannot get some important guarantees from government. In the face of bill, he needs to pass safe and legal ways part of this legislation.